Hi there, my name is Carl Bradley from Gamers.com. I'm head of the CSGO department there, and I'm going to be talking about ESL One New York. Now, ESL One New York will be using something a little bit different, and I think will become the norm. Something called the Swiss format, and basically what happens is the teams of the same standings are playing against each other. And what I mean by that is if, let's say, for instance, Team X was to beat Team Y, and Team X would have a 1-0 standing, and Team Y have no 1 standing. And Team Y would then play against another team that also has no one standing, and X would do the same. And basically, after you have 3 wins, you'll you'll move out of the groups. And if you have 3 losses, you'll be eliminated from the tournament. Now, the 8 teams that go are SK Gaming, G2, Team Liquid, Virtus Pro, Natus Fnatic, Astralis, and Optic. Now, I'm gonna try and argue a point which I failed a few times already. I'm going to try and argue a point about how the North American teams have a decent chance of getting out. And what I mean by this is that both teams have a decent showing on land. Optic and Liquid, although it has Pimp in it now, they got to finals of the major and such. Optic Gaming had a difficult group of major, but they were good. I think they had Navi and they had NIP, as well as who was that? Flipside. They had a pretty stacked group for the major, so I didn't expect much from them, unfortunately. But they've always been decent on that. Look at E-League. E-League, I think they got to their group final, I believe, and they played. No, maybe they didn't. Maybe they lost to NIP. But what I'm saying is, when it comes to the best of 3s, they almost always go the distance. But when it comes to best of 1s, I believe they have a pretty decent chance at winning. And now, of course, with Tarek on, Tarek was looking pretty strong. Stanislaw, which I don't know why he was ever removed, but I actually thought he was a really good player. He was a smart player. And Mixwell, of course, Mixwell's just insane. Bring back NA hopes, even though it's not money. I believe, perhaps, maybe, I feel bad even saying this, but I think they might do something. But either of the teams, that's being Liquid or Optic, could have a decent performance at this tournament. And my only backing is, they've been decent recently. I mean, Optic are 3rd in the NA Pro League. I mean, they beat Cloud9 and they beat Immortals recently to qualify for the events. I think they beat Cloud9 to qualify for this event, and they beat Immortals to qualify for another, I believe. Oh no, they beat Immortals. Did they beat Immortals to qualify for the High by Power one? I am open. Either or, I know they had a decent win over Cloud9. Cloud9 have been looking really strong recently. It was GTK and North Math and such. They had a good run to the finals. And then they also beat Immortals. I also thought Immortals, I hadn't looked at them for a while. Kenny was disappointing me, but then they're coming back again. They're looking decent. For Optic, to get wins over them, be that be online, still shows they have something left in their tank. And they've always, for me, been a bit like, even when they were Conquests, when they were playing against top level opponents, I always thought they have an upset ability. And in a best of 1 format like this, in the Swiss format, I believe they might be able to have a chance to get into at least. I reckon one of these 2 teams, I reckon it's going to be Optic, are going to get into this top echelon out of the Swiss format groups, and then it's best of 3s from there on out. And I'm not sure if they can go up against the likes of SK and Virtus Pro, looking really strong recently. Navi was Simple on there. I mean, you can never really count out Simple or Guardian or any of those players in that team. G2, I haven't really seen much from them in a while. It feels like forever, which I've heard something good about them, which just seems strange to say. Astralis, they were disappointing me. Yeah. Fnatic, there's still a lot of rust in those wheels. I mean, they look better than Godsend at least. But I just thought I'd just drop some information just before the tournament starts. It's starting like any moment now. I'm pretty sure, like in the next couple of minutes. But yeah, that's my thoughts on ESL One New York and the format.